Morning, Wilson. I've been mining in the Nether. We were running very low on quartz, and now we're not. Got plenty of quartz. And we've found even more ancient debris. And the first thing I want to do today is make a range extender for my wireless crafting. Reborn storage, the advanced wireless transmitter, which needs an advanced processor, which needs a raw advanced processor, which is a netherite ingot, which is 4 scrap and 4 gold. And the best way to get scrap from what I've seen is an induction smelter. Gives me 2. You know what we could do? Make a pattern for it. Scrap. There it is. I want the induction smelter recipe. Not worried about the rich slag. Okay, shift and click to get rid of that. So 1 ancient debris gives me 2 netherite. Processing pattern. I'm going to put that in our induction smelter. Why I've got them in my inventory. Now I should be able to go. Actually, I want 4 scrap, don't I? 4 scrap, and off it goes. I don't even have to go over there. Right. Ancient. No, not ancient debris. Want a netherite ingot, please. Netherite ingot. And go blinkety blinkety blink. Oh yeah. Right. I believe I plop you on there. That's our wireless crafting grid. We go over to the thermal house. We can still access it. Go over to the smeltery. We can still access it. I wonder. No, we can't access it from the Nether. That sorted that problem out. Now, mob farms. What are we going to do for mob farms? Well, we have mob grinding going on, so I'm going to make a mob masher. I'm going to upgrade it with lots of looting and lots of sharpness. And I'm going to use vector plates, I think. I need to test if they work first. I'm going to use vector plate to move my mobs around. And to get the cursed dirt, we need to use some chicken feed. So if we use this cursed chicken feed and we right click a chicken with it, it turns into a cursed egg that we then break on the soil and it makes it cursed dirt. I've managed to get 4 buckets of XP from my XP drain. Now we've got the feed. Now we need the chickens. And I'm going to use this guy. You can shrink mobs down and then catch them in a bottle. So we're going to go on a hunt for some chickens, and we are going to catch them in a bottle. Any chickens? We have chickens. Now we have the chickens. Let's unshrink them. This is so fun. Oh, I love this. I mean, wow. We need to survive on this island, so we now have chickens. Apparently, according to the instructions, feed to chickens, single use, creates a rotten egg. So if I right click this on a chicken. I mean, how awful. We now have a rotten egg. I think we're nearly ready. And I have built this. Huh? You think? This is where all the farms are going to go. Well, the mob farms, the passive, aggressive, passive-aggressive. This is where all my farms are going to go. So in here, we've got a travel anchor so we can get around. And we have 1 setup, nearly. And I think we've got most of the bits we need. But we needed a few more bits. 2 elevators. 1, 2. Right, I'm going to put 1 here. Boop. I'm going to put 1 here. And now, up, down, up, down, up. Right, I have gathered the few more bits that I needed. Time to do some redstone. What we need is to be able to turn these lights off and turn this on, so the farm is on. Can you hear me all right out there? Yes? Lights off, grinder on, farm is on. Lights on, grinder off, farm is off. And we are going to use the RFTools utility screens and buttons, and we're going to use redstone receivers. So all of these crafts are fairly simple. Uses a bit of gold for the receivers, uses a bit of iron for the buttons and the modules, and some dye. I need to go and get some black dye, and I know we're short of iron. So a bit of mining, I'll craft all of this up, hook it all together, then talk you through it. It's all hooked up. Ta-da! Good, innit? Right? So cool. So I've run power down behind, because what you need is a screen controller. Again, the craft for the screen controller isn't complicated. Just a machine frame, which is iron and stuff. Not complicated. First thing you need to do is right click on this and scan, and it will find the screens. When you've plunked the screen down, scan it. Now you can right click, shift right click, and you get the input area so I can put my buttons on. So I've got a text module, which is my title, and I've decided to use it in blue. I've got a button module that is on the same frequency as the receivers. I'll show you the receivers in a minute. That is set as a label as hostile in blue, and then the button text is green, and it's toggleable, so it's up and down. And then I've got a redstone screen module, which tells me if the redstone's on or off. And I've got that set to a status, and then yes is green and on. So yes, there's redstone, no, there's redstone, no, there's no redstone, off is red, and you get this. So if I press the button, you'll see that changes to on. If I press the button again, that changes to off. Let's pop upstairs and have a look at the redstone. Fairly simple redstone. Redstone line over the top of these. A receiver pointing into a repeater to power this block to turn this torch off, because I've inverted the signal. So that's got no power. Output is 0. This is on, so the lights are on. Down here, I have not inverted the signal, and I've put it on a delay. So the lights turn on, and then 8 ticks later, my grinder turns off, because any mobs that are in there I need to make sure are dead. So 8 ticks should do it. So when this receives a redstone signal from my button module, this all turns on. Ooh, and this all turns off. I'll show you. So the farm is currently off, as indicated by this. Press the button. Currently it says the farm is on. Ooh. And look, the farm is on. They're off, and that's on. And how does it all link? Well, shift right click. This button module is set to channel 1, because I right clicked, shift right clicked on this receiver and that receiver, because they're both set to channel 1. So they know that that button is talking to these two things. Simple. Now, storage. Storage sorted. Drawers. Functional storage, using it again. And it's a fairly simple setup. So let's do down here first and then show you how it all connects. So we've got a storage drawer controller thingy. And in my laser IO node, I've got just a insert. Ooh, but I've set this to a high priority. The priority over there is 1,000 and this is 500, but they're not connected. Anyway, and then I've got a chest here, which is at the normal priority. So what should happen? Items should come out the farm. It's going to try and put them in the drawers first, and they're all locked, so there's nowhere to put them apart from I know I'm going to get slime balls. So I've put the slime balls in. Nowhere to put it, so it puts it into this chest. And then over time, I will take stuff out of this chest, put them in the drawers, and then it will go into the drawers, not the chest. Makes sense so far? Jolly good. The farm will also give us XP. So I've got a liquid fluid insert card here, so we get this in the tank. Eventually, I'll get refined storage's fluid stuff sorted, so I can store billions of buckets of fluid in refined storage. But for now, 32 buckets of XP in here. How do we connect to the top? Well, laser IO node is connected through these lasers all the way to the top. Let's pop up there and have a look. Right. That's it. Simple. Okay, I'll explain it. This is an absorption hopper. So this will absorb items in a certain area. We can see the area by show area. You can see the yellow line nicely in my farm, apart from this line here, but nothing will be there, so it'll all be over here somewhere. So nicely picking up all of our items. Then you can configure it. So I want the fluids to go out the east side, and I've got in here a fluid extract card, and it's going to transfer 1,000 every 20. So that's going to extract all of the fluid from here. And on the down, going down, you can see we've got down items, and then in here I've got an item extract card that I've already overclocked that's going to extract all of the items, and that's going down into the laser system, into the drawers I've just shown you. It's as simple as that. A couple more things to do. First, going to completely upgrade this with maximum sharpness and maximum looting, so we get most of the items we can and kill the mobs as quickly as we can. Next step, on the center block, turn it into cursed dirt. So cool. Right, now the vector plate set up. So you can see the arrows are pointing, all basically moving mobs to the grinder. Taking the torches out. I think we can turn this thing on. Here we go. Whoop. And now, if everything's worked, look, we've got XP. We're getting items. Right, now we can start to go, right, let's take those Wilden horns, put them up there. Let's take string, in there. All right, go in here. This is me now, seeing what comes in. Let's see how we're getting on. Oh, glowstone, that can go in. Glass bottles and sticks, not too worried about, but definitely want to store glowstone. Jolly good. And we've got 5,000 slime balls, and we can hold, I've upgraded the drawers so we can hold kind of 32,000 of each, and I've put a void upgrade on them as well, so it will just void excess. 15 ender pearls, that's kind of cool. Not worried about sticks or glass bottles. Yes, looking good. XP is full, so I've made all of the patterns to craft the fluid storage parts, and even top tier one of 1,048 million. Craft that. We need 14,000 iron. 300, 400. Yes, we're not going to craft that one, are we? How can we craft one of these? Nope. Can we craft one of these? Nope. Can we craft one of these? Missing slicks. Oh, we've got the slime balls. Don't have the gold. We need to go mining, and then we can craft some fluid parts. Then get this hooked up to the main storage system. But maybe I'll just have a break, and we'll do that another time.